Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream here in VR Master League. So we got ourselves here on Channel 2, a match between Shronk and WURST, and from what I understand, maybe possibly going to be a 3v3. One of these players maybe leaving, or another 4v3, I don't know. Maybe I've casters cursed it for the day. This is what we're destined for today. But I think the teams we're discussing maybe having one player switch out. So, whatever the case is, we're going to roll with it, and that's fine by me. Now, see the chat there? Got some people in there with Lewis Rock. We got Guff once again. Hello, yeah, it's me casting again, just to answer that question, Palidore. Glassshore saying, what's poppity pippin pop squeaks? Now this match, that's the only answer I really have for you. Steel Skydiver. Enjoying those highlight vids. Yeah, so those are just the finals, Season 1 finals videos. I just removed the commentary is all. So it's a narration-less version of those. I figured people would get tired of it eventually with all the narration over and over, so after the first few weeks I just took away the narration and just let the music do the talking, I suppose. That way people would actually get a look at how I attempted to somewhat coordinate the action with the music, you know? Could barely tell with the commentary. Anyway, over here on the match, we got ourselves indeed that 3v3 it would seem. So it's WURST versus Shronk on WURST's side. We've got Fish Go Swim, Mo Jolly apparently as Bowzerk now. Which, oh boy, this is the second time in a row. I'm only just recognizing the fact. This is...
Yeah, went on.
Technically not a legal game because again you have to have 3 roster players on unless Mojolly also like Whoosh joined the roster at the last minute. This is not technically permitted. I should have realized that before we started. Nonetheless, I'm casting now. I can't do anything. Over here it's going to be taken by Fish Go Swim. In between the rounds I'll ping. But indeed, something is in the water today. We're just getting all these highly illegal games. Anyways, Mojolly off to the side.
I couldn't really see where you...
And going to be taken there by Bowzerk. Probably turn that off so as not to confuse me, the comms that is. Well, yeah, that's a thing. Like I said, can't really mod at this point because the game started and apparently no one on either team understood those rules. So, alas, the shot's going to go off from the aforementioned Mojolly. And going through for the 3. Yeah, everyone's getting banned today, including myself. I'm officially banning me after everything that's unfolded here. But yes, comms are muted. I just forgot momentarily. JL Graham saying today's games are cursed, apparently, as well. WURST gets the score. Not for worse for wear. It's Fish Go Swim. All up in there. Tony's saying bad mod, Pally. See, the thing is, okay, I know you're just joking, but just to make sure it's clarified. I'm not a league moderator. I am a governing mod, which is not necessarily the same as a league moderator. And also, well, casters, for that matter, because we're already managing the stream side of things, can't exactly manage it. So to a degree, as I kind of mentioned before, when we see some of these rule breakages occurring, it's also kind of on the teams to understand the rules and to report said things as well. That said, I will say I am bad Pally for not actually realizing it before we started the game. That I should have done, but you know, just for posterity, so people who are listening kind of understand a little bit. I'm a mod, but I'm also not. Anyway, Chubby Asian will take it away. Feel like he's talking about my family. But nonetheless, over here, Fish Goes Swim's going to grab that disc off the side wall, and will be taken by Robbins. Robbins right back to the midfield. But yeah, a little bit of a throwback match on this. It's been a good while since we've seen a 3v3. Of course, that historically occurs, you know, when neither team can have a sub. So, you know, it might be legal on that note. Fish Goes Swim on a good note. Has a 9th point. So, yeah, you know what? I don't actually know for sure even how it applies to a 3v3, so maybe this game is legal. I don't know. Season 1, the 3v3s were allowed only if both teams could not muster up a 4v4, like both teams needed a substitute. In this particular case, I believe one of them said on Shronk's side apparently has a broken finger, so they were in the match, but kind of physically not capable of playing, or at least not advisable for playing, so down a player for that reason for Shronk's side. For WURST, I'm not quite sure what the situation was exactly. But nonetheless, Mo Jolly taking it back here and going for a clear. So off to the other side it goes, 4 minutes into this one. And yeah, maybe this will just be another one of those lost episodes of games, because I am unsure now. I was just hearing the 3v3 talk on their parts just a minute before we went live there, and didn't really give it all the considerations. Nonetheless, Fish Goes Swim with the disc up here. Going to get it on the nice bounce to Mo Jolly. Mo Jolly had the score earlier from 3. Gets another one from 3, and that is 12. For WURST, they brought it. Brought WURST. Zuck's asking, is this ESL? Maybe. English is my second language. Not really. Although, fun fact, I did know maybe it's not so fun, but I did know how to speak Ilocano, which is a dialect in the Philippines. When I was like 3 and 4 years old, used to translate between my great-grandpa and my grandpa. You know, one was Filipino, my grandpa was American, is American. Of course, once my great-grandpa went back to the Philippines, I completely forgot and no longer am bilingual. I mean, I did take 3 years of Spanish. I really don't know Spanish, however, so yep. That's me. I am indeed ESO. But over here, Mo Jolly getting it stolen by a good punch from Bowser. Now Bowser getting stunned right back, and Chubby takes it away. Another fun fact, I used to have a German Shepherd named Chubby. Ran away when I was 6. Made me very sad. By the side wall, Mo Jolly takes it right back, going for another anchor, but just throws it right to Robin's hands. And back into the midfield as they look for their boost. See, with 3v3, because for those who maybe haven't been around the league, around Echo VR for terribly long, you know, a lot of new users over the last few months. Yeah, prior to Quest, and really for the first 2.5 full years of Echo VR, of Echo Arena, it was all 3v3. In pubs especially, and now Bowser going for the specialty, which is to say the scoring burst again for the blue team on WURST. But yeah, it was 3v3 for the first 2.5 years of Echo Arena. Pubs were all 3v3, and basically about 1 year ago, last summer, is when it started making a shift. It was actually in Pizza League, primarily I would say, not totally, but primarily. It was Pizza League in Season 2 as a nice shot, maybe, off the spot. Dinging looks like twice. That was a barely missed on that one from Chubby. But yeah, Pizza League incorporated in Season 2 that 4v4 gameplay, and people liked it. You know, it started folding into scrims. People started scrimming 4v4 and putting together their 4v4 rosters and things, and that's how this one goes into the goal, apparently, as it swings from the pole to the barrier to the goal. And Shronk maybe that can start their role here on offense. Interesting. And funny, a rare thing for that to happen, but funnily enough, it's actually happened once already this past week. I forgot which game it was, but a bit unusual. Well, it'll work out for Shronk, though, getting their first few points. Why not? Now on this shot off the backboard, maybe back-to-back threes, but just missing it, unfortunately. So a bounce will be taken by Mo Jolly, and Mo getting the clear. All right, so rebounded here, also by Mo, so end-to-end. Found a boost and got loose for the two once again. 16 points for WURST. See John Tejada stopping by. See, I didn't mess with your name this time. I was very tempted, but I held my tongue at the last second. I was about to go off. Anyway, Shronk rolling out here. It's Robbins with a pass attempt. It's going to bounce right back, perhaps to Robbins, and Robbins trying to collect that one, but having it tapped out by Bowzerk. And as that goes pretty close to the goal, it'll still be rebounded by Shronk, by a Chubby there as they go to the midfield. Getting cleared now and rolling towards the bow tie where Mo Jolly awaits. Now, of course, Mo Jolly coming in as a sub, and Mo also known as kind of a backliner and goaltender, goalkeeper on the whole. A lot of different skills in the arsenal, of course, but kind of famed and acclaimed for being great at the defense. And loose on the disc, up high, taken by Chubby and cleared right back, and actually managing to get right past the midfielder. As the boost coming underway as Fish Go Swim gets a disc, has the positioned out teammates. And this is the thing with 3v3. On that note, is a bounce shot is going to maybe have a chance, and just slightly off, but a rebound. But the thing about 3v3 is really ever more reliant on not getting lost, you know, in terms of positioning outs. I mean, one player gets stunned and left in the backfield, it's almost game over in that sense, as right now, nearing game over with another shot from Fish Go Swim. A lot of fishes in the sea, and Fish did see that goal for 3. It's 19-3. WURST favored here in the final minute. John saying, gonna beat me up for messing with your name. Well, I always say the correct one at least, right? So it's only after that I start messing with it a bunch. You should embrace it. You know, it's, as a shot goes off here, and almost a goal, but Mo Jolly just snagging it right out of there and snagging it back as Fish out of Mo Jolly's hands. But see, you got to embrace the flexible names. It's very conducive towards a lot of fun nicknames. Believe me, I know. So many things, right, go together with door, either rhymes or puns. And right now looking for another one. It's Robin missing, but still a good look. A good grab here from Chubby, trying to get that goal to go. And it will, in fact, right off of Mo. So a self-goal, unfortunately, but points nonetheless. And WURST coming ahead in round 1 with 19 on the scoreboard. In this arguably legal game. Arguably. Nonetheless, over to the score screen. There we go. See, when you have a flexible name, you can get called Send Pally, as Coney says, or Palidad, or Palindrum, Platidore. I get that. That's more of an autocorrect thing, though. Platidore speaking his platitudes. Showing his attitudes. Anyway, whole tricks in there as well. So, okay, I can't tell. Inform me, is this just a friendly troll, or is it an actual troll? Because that's going to determine what my response is to that. Anyway. Pallet Duffy. Yeah. Like Duffy, like the bike. I think that was a bike company, or Hillary Duffy. Yeah. I don't know. Never minding that though. Round 2 is about to start here, so we're gonna get on going. All right, so round 2 about to be underway there, And taken here first by the headbutt play. Let's see who actually receives it. Looks like Fish goes swim. Maybe. Nope. Gonna float right back. So just hits just about every corner and side of the arena before Mojolly recovers, sends it to station. Fish goes swim. Needs a... be careful of this defense. You can see them just now surrounding that perimeter of the bubble and kind of looking for a shot, actually. Rebounded. Mojolly getting stunned. So a good one there from Approve Studios. Definitely approve of the brawl there to save that potential rebounded play. Now by the bottom wedge, Fish goes swim, grabs it, and goes back again to Mojolly. So another attempt off the backboard, and this time it will be signed and sealed for the 3. All right, so on this launch, Shronk rolling out. Robin's immediately throwing that one. It's going to bounce a few different times, maybe to the wedge here, where he'll have a chance to get it for Chubby. Taking it away and looking maybe to a cloud pass, perhaps. They'll have it, and they'll get it. Almost. As it does go to the right spot, just misgrab. Kind of tough. You see that happen sometimes where you just misjudge your anchor, and you think it's right in your reach, but then at the last second, it's slightly out of your reach. And it happens now and then. That said, reaching for it. There's Chubby again. Going to pass it off, attempt to, but a nice steal from Fish. So Fish trying to get the swish, maybe. Nope. Taken out by Robbins again. John Tejeda saying I've had literally 30 minutes of sleep. What does that mean? I'm not energetic enough? Is that it? Because I actually got good sleep. I'm just, if it's the lack of shouting kind of commentary, it's just mostly voice protection and what have you, because a lot of matches being streamed over the weeks, and, you know, it does tend to hurt the vocal cords after a while. Don't you know, as they get the goal. Fish goes swim. How about that? So 6 points for Worst. Anyway, let me know what I'm doing poorly, and I'll try to fix it for you, John. I care. I do. Over here, Chubby with a disc, though. Going to look for maybe the barrier pass, trying to avoid Fish. And going for a pass and a play, and on the way for Approved Studios. Not energetic enough at all. Well, that one I'll attempt to fix a little bit, but... yeah, I can't afford to, unfortunately, scream. The last week and a half or so, I've been starting to feel it in the voice. Kind of happens when you do 120 casts in a month, don't you know? But I agree. I don't like not being energetic, but at the same time, my voice has cracked a few times this past week on stream just purely because my voice is breaking. So I don't want to be one of those occasions where it's like I go with my normal style of casting and then damage my voice more, and then suddenly I won't be able to cast for like a month while I let it heal. So it's kind of the balance. But yes, all right. Well, Mojolly with a shot there, and it's going to be off. I mean, check out that match from yesterday. What one was it? It was Frostbite versus Anomaly, was it? As Fish goes swim gets the goal, 8-2. Or was it Redshift? I can't even remember now. See, they all mixed together just because I'm too many games. No, it was 0. It was 0. Yeah, that's right. Why did I forget that? Frostbite and 0. That one had some exciting plays, for sure. John Tejeda. See, wants literal shout casting. Yeah. Mojolly with the disc here. Gonna go for the clear. Off of the pole now. Rebounded here by Robbins. Robbins flying just like a Robin, but getting it robbed instead from Fish Go Swim. Fish Go Swims. Goes swimming in. And now it's 10-2 in the second round. How's that for you? How was that sound? But I agree. I agree. I don't like not being energetic. In fact, that's kind of what I prioritize, but you can kind of hear it, especially at my louder volumes. You can hear a little gruff in my voice compared to normal. It's a little bit off. I don't like it, but you know, I got to work with what I got. I can only do the energy for so much without hurting. All right, now though, Chubby putting a hurting on WURST there with some stuns again. Will be up high to the reception. Fish goes swim, and it does go again. That's a nice hit. 22 meters on that bomb from up top. That was really nice. But yeah, I get, like, people ask me sometimes how, like, for casting tips and things like that, or we're getting new casters in this week as well, and doing meeting with them tomorrow and integrating everyone. But that's honestly the first and biggest thing I always tell anyone trying to cast for anything is just adding some extra energy to your voice and extra enunciation and things like that will make the most dramatic improvement. Definitely a casting pro tip. It's amazing how much better it sounds going, talking through commentary like this. Like, okay, Bowser goes for the clear, goes off that bottom ramp, and taken here at the top. It's actually going to drop close to the goal versus saying, Chubby Agent taking it away, going for that play. Now it's going to miss out, but self-rebound perhaps. No, Fish goes swim, has to avoid the defense, going off the backboard and off the top of the pole. And it's going to be taken by Chubby once again, all over that disc, all match long as they go for a very long clear. Bouncing to the corner, and there's some stacks, there's some leeches. Going to be taken back here by Chubby, doing a little bit of it all, and in fact, that was worth the enthusiasm because that was a very hype play for Chubby. Really was, in fact. That was nice. Got the punch, got the clear, got the boost, got the goal, everything in the pot all at once. Schlart asking, can I be a caster? Yeah, I mean, apps are still open. You might have to dig through the league announcements channel, but the apps are open. We typically bring them in waves and brought in a new wave of somewhere between 4 and 8, depending on when the next few, if they get back to me or not. But we've got at least 5 new casters right now going for a long shot. Not going to find too much there. Bowser, though, will indeed find the 3. So the defense just leaving their assignment momentarily, and it was just enough for a shot right under the feet, right under the legs there. So nice hits from Bowser, actually. Good stuff. So Shronk, once again on the joust, trying to find something in this last 2:32 of gameplay. Trying to work it up the floor. There's Chubby with the pass up to Approved. Approved Studios, the clear. Now, on this kind of situation, this is where you see, those teammates pretty close together. You want to always, basically anytime, biggest tip I can give to like newer players, essentially, newer teams. Anytime you do not have the disc or the disc is loose, you're never watching the disc. You're always looking behind you and looking for someone to grab onto. Sometimes it's a teammate, you get the boost. Sometimes it's an enemy, you get the leech. Sometimes you're just going to go for a brawl. But basically, once that disc is basically anywhere 10 feet away from you or more, and it's out of there, you're basically looking for someone to grab onto, even if it's just a quick check behind your back. So this is what, see, in this kind of case, same kind of thing, where what you want to look for. Just always look for that boost, because mobility is huge in Echo VR, and even if your mechanics has a very open goal there, not going to be made, but even if your mechanics, are still being developed and practiced on, you can make up with like a lot of misplays. You can make it up just by going for the grabs and getting this extra speed. Always a really, really handy thing to keep in your repertoire as a team, especially as a new one, or even for individual players at the pub level and things like that who don't play in league play. If you're a player who is very conscious to go for regrabs or leeches or things like that, you're going to advance over on that Echo MMR and start getting placed against higher tier players pretty quickly. You'll notice. Echo is a lot about that game of, mental game, playing a little bit of chess and adjusting at the competitive level, but just on a broad level, pure speed will make up for so many mistakes or otherwise. Sputnik Cobra saying can't go 100% all the time. I wish I could. Like I go 100% for like 3 or 4 weeks at a time, and then I need usually like 1 week where I do a low amount of casting on okay. Haven't really gotten that too much lately, as a shot just going off. But yeah, only time I don't go 100% is because I physically can't. Over here it's Robbins with a disc going up high and gonna be taken out there and sent into the mid lane. So this match will end. And again, this match just as interesting and confusing as the Redshift Ice one in terms of rosters and rules and subs and what have you. So 2 of these in a row. It's going to end 18-5 in this 2-round sweep. Hopefully it's not a trend for the day, of course. That said, never a bad thing, I suppose, to inherently visit back 3v3 now and then. I don't mind it so much, but yeah, I think most people favoring the 4v4 these days. Definitely much more conducive to fun, fast-paced action and whatnot. Anyway, regardless of all that, 18-5. Let me make sure I got that all good. And this stream coming to a close, but there's a lot more to come. If you guys have seen the League org channel or maybe the match pages of VRML, we'll be doing, I think, like 5 more casts today or so. Let me see. Pull up the schedule for you there, and there you go. And there you can see my lovely name on the rest of the matches there for tonight, and that will be it. I might also do Electric versus Fox Force 5 if there's time there, but there might not be, so I didn't put my name. But in any case, as you can see, this is why voice preservation is a necessity. But nonetheless, a lot of fun games here, and with this one coming to a close, it was a good victory for the side of WURST, 19 and 18 points respectively in the 2 rounds. Almost identical between the 2 rounds, actually, but taking that lead early and just building upon it continuously throughout each of the 10-minute rounds. It was 19 points for Fishgo Swim, piling it on pretty strong. 4 assists, 3 saves as well. You had Bowzerk there with 7 points, 1 assist, 2 steals, 11 stuns. And Mojali coming through on the sub end with 11 points, 4 assists, 3 saves, and 11 stuns there. For the side of Shronk, it was Approved Studios with the 2 points, 13 stuns. Chubby Asian with the 6 points, 1 assist, 2 saves, 5 steals, 13 stuns. Pretty significant stat line there. Despite the loss, a lot of great stats. For Robbins, the 4 saves. Good number of saves there with the steal as well as 4 stuns, just playing more of the backline role. And that said, that'll do it. But not for terribly long, because again, we've got another match starting in, 35 minutes from now. So yeah, keep your eyes open on the streams. I think I'll be going back to channel 1 since we're doing 3 matches all in a row and such, and it's kind of the prime slots, those evening slots. So I'll be back before too long. See Jonah also in the chat stopping by. Shout out, and Steel Skydiver. I don't think I shouted you out earlier, so there you go. And if I did, well, you get 2 of them, as well as Whoosh and Schlart all up in there, along with Sputnik. But all right, until the next one, half an hour away, as I'll see one more there. The Neat Simp for Play for Pally. Okay. I said it yesterday. I was being accused yesterday of simping for Mooney Y. You know what? Absolutely. I own it. I'm saying we need to take power back over the word simp. Okay? I can admire people, and it can be okay. I guess. Either way. Whatever the case is, I've been Palidore. This has been an interesting stream, and we'll be back again in half an hour for your big blocks of the streaming nights. So stay tuned for that.